welcome back to the C Morning Show. Now, it is time for our segment called Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Especially, this is my first time bringing Sports Talk. Is this your first time too?
I think so.
Yeah, this
it's
is a new segment actually.
For a new kind of new sport.
Yeah, kind of new sports, interesting sports will be discussed here, where we'll bring you insights and top stories from the world of sports.
Yes, the 2023 Aquabike Jetski World Championship capped off last week, featuring over 118 riders competing over 5 days from November the 22nd to November the 26th in Lake Toba. We have the coverage, right? Aside from introducing water sports in Indonesia, the event also aimed to boost the destination tourism in Indonesia.
Yes, and today we have already been joined by Indonesian riders who will share their experience in taking part of the championship. Now please welcome Kanina Ramadina and also Makayo. How do you pronounce your last name?
Wimley.
Wimley, right here, us in the studio. Welcome. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Sunday morning. Usually Sundays are for rest, but now you are here, so we appreciate it very much. Thank you
for having us.
Now, so you participated just a couple days ago in the event. We want to know, what are your thoughts on the Aquabike 2023, especially from the Indonesian team's perspective?
Since it was the first Aquabike Jetski World Championship that held in Indonesia, of course, we are very excited and thrilled to be the part of this amazing race. But other than that, we know that Lake Toba is known as a volcanic lake with a stunning and exotic scenery. So it makes this race more interesting. And personally, it makes us proud to be an Indonesian rider.
But of course, and especially Indonesia is hosting the event, and you are the 2 out of the 4 riders, right, from Indonesia. So it must be an amazing experience for both of you, right?
Yes, that's right. So Indonesia bring only 4 riders, and majority of the riders are still very young, just like you, Makayo.
Makayo only is actually the youngest rider, born in 2005, only 18 years old right now.
Do you feel under pressure to represent Indonesia?
So we come to the event with a lot of preparations already. So we prepared our we prepared everything, especially our mental, because to go to an international event is not easy for us. But we prepared everything. So, and we come there with no pressure. So we just focus on ourselves, go with our own pace, and we just the goal of the race yesterday was only for us to learn. So. For us to gain experience, to learn, so that we can do better and perform in our next event.
From which country you learned the most, as maybe they are the toughest competition in the event?
One of them is from France. Jean Bruno Pastorello is 12 times world champion. So,
wow, you competed against him?
Yeah.
Wow, that was an amazing experience, and also a lot to learn from that match as well. So the Aquabike Championship covered 4 regencies, right? And you competed on 3 of them in the endurance category. How did you handle exhaustion, and how do you prepare both physically and also mentally for all of this?
Who would like to answer? Or...
Yeah, actually both of you can answer this, because both of you competed it.
Actually, I feel quite sad on the first day because my jet ski broke down from the first lap on the first race.
I'm sorry to hear
that. And we can fix it on time even until the second day. But luckily, at the last day of the endurance race and in the third day, I can finish it, which I do all the lap. Thanks to Makayo.
So that was for you. How about you, Makayo?
Yeah, I raced on the first day and the second day, so it was actually not really tiring for me, because we prepared everything from our we trained already in like humid conditions, and the conditions there was pretty good, because it's a bit chilly and it's not too sunny, so the weather's pretty cold, so it's not really it's less tiring.
It's maybe easier for us Indonesians because we live here,
Yeah.
and other athletes from around the world because
Yeah.
they're not used to the weather here
Yeah.
in Indonesia. But what do you think? Is it harder for you to prepare physically or mentally? Which is the harder?
Physically, I think.
Yeah,
Physically,
yeah.
you can control the mental easier.
Yeah.
So
Physically.
how long were the preparations, Makayo?
I've been training for a month before the
Non-stop every single day.
every weekend and maybe strength training on the weekdays. Yeah.
Can you and you too?
Yes.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like this. I'm with Makayo.
So what do you do to overcome the anxiety if you have one during the competition, and how to stay focused with your personal goal in participating in the global competition?
Because I tried a jet ski once, and it is so hard. It's not easy to handle.
What was the hardest part?
It's
I asked the newbie.
turning is really hard. Yeah, so it's really not.
Was
an
it
easy
heavy?
sport. It is.
Like draining your energy?
Yes, I thought it was just like let's
Like
go.
fun.
La, 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 la. It's not.
Yeah.
It's actually really hard. So yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, before every race, I just try to focus on myself, not think too much about other stuff. Just focus on myself and try to relax, not really stress it too much because if you're stressed, then you can't do well in the race. So we have to be calm and relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah, how about you? Tanya?
Yeah, I usually just need to get enough sleep
Okay.
and eat chocolate for breakfast.
Chocolate for
Yeah.
breakfast. Okay.
And having
Only chocolate for you?
and having a joke with other races.
Do you listen to music before races?
No, not really.
Not really? Okay. I was gonna ask what's your favorite pump-up song before a race.
Is it Adam?
Maybe that's your song. Okay, so our team reported that the H2O team plans to bring a training center to Indonesia. So what do you think is needed for Indonesia to compete at the highest level, considering the current dominance of France and also Eastern European teams?
I think through the training center we can develop new potentials Indonesian rider. But the most importantly, I think Indonesia have to provide more regularly jet ski competitions. So to help Indonesian rider to be more experienced and to be more skilled.
And to make this a growing sport as well.
Yeah, in this sport.
If we have more races each year, then it will attract like the jet ski enthusiasts, so they can watch jet ski and so it can expose the sport.
Yep.
Yes.
So that it can grow faster. Yeah.
What other things do you need that all stakeholders need to do in order to grow the ecosystem of the aquabike in Indonesia?
Just provide us with more events
Just
regularly. Yeah.
How about sponsorship? Like, do you finance this yourself, or do you get like full support from sponsors to be able to join in a race?
Yeah, so in the event yesterday, in the Aquabike, we were actually supported. So as a local athlete, we got support from IMI.
The
And
association?
Yeah, the association. So yeah, they prepared everything and thanks to them, we can race in the Aquabike.
Yeah, well, hopefully, near future there will be more events, just not international, but locally as
Yeah.
well. So we could make this a growing sport, and everyone could watch it. Everyone who actually have interest can actually try it as well.
Yes, indeed. You started this sport at the very young age, I think, like, and you already participated in an international event. Can you tell us your experience when you started, like, having interest for this sport?
Yeah, I actually like racing since I was little. So when I was
Specifically, jet skis?
no, I raced in go-karts before.
Oh, okay.
Since I was little. So then in 2018, I got offered to race jet ski.
You switch.
Yeah, because I was no longer racing go-karts. So at the moment I was free, I was doing nothing. So and I wanted to race because I love racing. So I got offered to race in jet ski. So yeah, I accepted it.
Okay, that's how you started, and you were at what age?
I was 14.
14. 14, that was
14.
4 years ago then. Okay. Karina, how about you? How did you start your
I,
jet ski
yeah, I
career?
started playing jet ski 10 years ago.
10 years ago,
Yeah.
okay.
When I'm 13.
Wow.
At that age, my father told me to play the jet ski, and I just enjoy to play the jet ski.
Oh, you enjoy playing the jet ski?
Yeah.
Oh, so my next question is, what made you fall in love with this sport? Because it's not an easy sport.
Yeah.
It's really hard, but what made you actually fall in love and want to compete and be an athlete?
Just because not everyone can play the jet ski.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's refreshing as well. So if you're stressed, probably you can go jet skiing and you'll go to an island or something, relax.
Wow, very exciting. So, as young riders representing Indonesia, what do you hope to see in the future?
We hope for more events like this, World Championships, and of course, we also need the support from the government and we need sponsors as well to make this program running. So, hopefully, we can host more events, more World Championship events like this.
Yes.
And I think we need more introduce this sport to a wider audience, so that everybody can enjoy this sport as much as we do.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any international event or local event coming?
Yeah.
Racing?
What's next for you guys in the near future?
We're preparing for the next year's Aquabike series. They will host a national event here also for endurance in February.
Okay.
It is the supporting event for the F1 H2O, so the boat race in Lake Toba as well. So we're preparing for that event.
Wow, that's interesting that Indonesia is hosting more and more aquabike events in the future.
Yeah, international events. Well, best of luck for both of you in the future. Hopefully the jet ski ecosystem will boost and a lot of people will be more interested in jet ski, and hopefully Indonesia will host more local events.
Yes, and the community as well as the ecosystem will be stronger in the country as well as
Exactly.
to boost Indonesian tourism, right, Ralphie?
Thank you, Makai. Thank you,
Thank you very
Karina.
much for having us.
Thank you very
so
much.
We really enjoyed the talk. We're going for a short break, Ralphie, right? But you can continue to connect with us on our social media at See Today News. We are available on Instagram, X, as well as YouTube. We'll be right back.